Restrictor plate racing is top of the line right now.
Yeah, I mean, we had a decent car. We didn't qualify quite as we hoped, but we got in the race, and it drafted really well. Worked with some different cars during the day, just kind of didn't really have a solid plan worked out with anybody for the tandem thing, and ran with Kyle for a while, and ran with Brian for a while until we got all knocked together there. And anyway, the 12 and the 22, I thought were definitely the strongest pair. I didn't think anybody was going to beat them unless something happened to them. Until we're running third or something, we were separated, and James was back there by himself, and slowed up and grabbed him, and our two cars together with him pushing my car, we were incredibly fast. So once we had hooked up with him, I felt like we'd have a shot, but yet, these races are usually so crazy, and there's so much stuff at the end that usually gets tore up. You're not sure what's going to happen. So that last restart was really good. James really pushed me hard, and then I think Elliott was pushing him. I heard I couldn't see back that far, and we had a good head of steam off of turn 2 and was able to separate ourselves a little bit.
And Crew Chief Matthew Lucas, congratulations on this victory here tonight. I know it's got to be a big win for you as a crew chief, and just talk about that.
Yeah, no, it is. It's my first win as a Nationwide Series crew chief. I've got quite a few.
Whoop, whoop. You guys can be a little more excited for him. Yeah. He just won his first race. Look at that guy. He's doing the fake. He's doing it. Oh, yeah, look at that. You got an ovation. I guarantee you won't get a standing one, but you got an ovation.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, but
they're so sick of me. They're like, I hope Matt doesn't come back here for months. Anyway, carry on.
No, you can talk all you want there. No, I've got some wins, in other positions on a team. It's my first as a crew chief, so it's obviously really special. I'm excited to do with Matt at Daytona. It's to do it at a place like with the history here is really, really special. So I'm excited.
Congratulations, and we'll take questions now for Matt or Matthew. If you have one, raise your hand, and we'll get you the wireless mic.
I love it when Andrew carries that mic like that. I just want to walk up behind him and say "hut."
Yeah, that's right. Looks like
I got to find somebody to pass it to.
Shotgun. Right over
yeah,
here.
shotgun
man.
might be safer.
Come on, Andrew. Run that trap play.
Hill Overton, WNDB Radio. Matt, it looked like the 12 and the 22 for most of the night were pretty much the class of the field, but you guys kind of solved it late and got up there. When did you first know you could run with and perhaps work a pass on them and stay there?
When the 34 got hooked up with us, I don't remember when it was. So much stuff happens in these races, but we caught him one time, and I think we actually cleared him or almost cleared him, and we weren't able to do that with anybody else. With anybody else, that was pushing me, I could get up right behind the 22 or 12, whoever the back car was, and get a big run and go outside, and as soon as I get out there, it'd stall, and they'd just drive away. So, once we caught them and got in front of them that one time, I could tell that we were going much faster than we were, with previous cars that we were working with.
Let's move over here to Stanley.
Stan Creekmore with RPMTonight.com. Matt, was there any time over those last 3 laps where you thought car 32 might make some move to win the race, and did you do anything to try to prevent that?
Well, I can't tell the last part. Yes, I mean, when we took the white, and they said there were still 3 wide behind us. We had a 5 or 7 car break, car length lead away from that pack. I felt decent about it. And then when we got halfway down the back, I could see that there was no group that broke loose that was going to catch us. I knew it was just going to be us. So I fully expected them to make the move off of turn 4. You really can't, as bad as these things stall out, you can't really make it earlier than that. Because other guys probably going to pass you back, so you're probably not going to clear them. So I knew it was going to be off of turn 4 to the start-finish line, and thankfully I was able to get separation off of 4, so we never got to have a chance at that. So James did a really good job, and I feel really bad because I called him Chris on TV like 3 times. So I hope he'll forgive me for that, but at least I had the rest right. It was just the first name. So Chris probably did a good job tonight wherever he was too, but James did a good job. In the car the whole time, and fully expected that move off of turn 4. And like I said, luckily I got some separation.
So back here to Jerry, and then up here to Dustin.
Matt, Jerry Jordan, Kicking the Tires. you've got a championship in the Sprint Cup Series, but overall this season, is this shaping up to be the best season you've had so far in your career?
Well, we're just about the halfway point, and it's certainly been the best first half. So it's just been I know I said it the last couple of times I was in here. It's just been a crazy year. This is what we dreamed about doing. But I don't think any of us expected to be where we are at this point of the season. If you'd asked us before the season started, realistically, I don't think we expected to be doing this good. So it's been obviously a lot of fun. The nationwide stuff, Matt's done a good job getting that stuff going. We got going just a little bit late, and I was thankful GameStop came back. Joey was a little bit more their demographic than I was for video games, although I love video games. So I really appreciate them coming back, and Reeser's on board, and Steve and everybody worked hard to get this program put together and add a fourth team over there at JGR for me to run some nationwide races. It's been quite a few years since I've ran very many of them. So anyway, I feel like we've been getting a little bit better every week. I was probably holding them back a little bit, not doing much nationwide stuff, especially in this new style car, and I felt like we kept getting better, and it's pretty neat to get Matt his first win here together, especially at Daytona.
Go ahead, Dustin, and then back to Bob.
Dustin Long, Motor Racing Network. Can you explain what happened between you and Vickers with about 20 silver laps to go, the contact there?
Yeah, so I was, I felt awful about that because Brian's running for that extra money and for a championship, obviously, and we were able to get out to the lead there a little bit. And I was just running totally straight down the straightaway, and I wasn't looking behind me. I was just looking in front of him, concentrating on his bumper to make sure I didn't get him, turned out of sorts. And I had the right side out pretty far trying to get cool. And I'm 95% sure I just got hit from behind. When I got hit, it moved my car. When I got hit, it moved my car sideways, and it got my nose pointed that way, and it grabbed his bumper cover and spun him out. So I wasn't expecting to get hit at that part of the straightaway as hard as it felt like I did. And unfortunately got turned. Fortunately, he saved it and still salvaged a decent finish. But, I hate to see that.
Back here to Bob.
Bob Packer, Sporting News. For Matt Lucas, how big is this just for your guys, considering how much the 54 team has won this year?
Oh, it's obviously good. It's to be in-house with the car that seems to be dominating a lot. It seems to it shows that the JGR is capable of winning races, and when it takes us a while longer to get there, it kind of weighs on you. Kyle shouldn't be the only one. We've got good equipment too. We've got a great driver, so it's on our shoulders to put a car underneath them, just like Adam Stevens puts under Kyle. And I think we're capable of doing that. We've got, like Matt said, we've got an all brand new team this year, pretty much. So all the guys are starting to gel, and running part-time with Matt, it's been taking a little bit longer to get that going, but I'm pleased with the way it's been going.
Any additional questions? Anything in the press box? I think they're clear. Anything else down here, Stan?
Hang on, Carrie. We've got one upstairs.
All right, go ahead. Cue it up.
That was good. I like that.
Okay.
Reed Spencer with the NASCAR Wire Service. Matt, was there ever any doubt in terms of your choice there at the end whether you would pick the lane you preferred or go with James?
No, I mean, very little. Our car was just so fast with James that I knew, he's the one who got me there and got us the chance to win. I wasn't as fast with other cars that I was around, whether I was pushing or being pushed. So I knew I needed to do that. I was worried about being in the bottom because the previous restart, we were able to bust up the 22 and 12, which seemed to have the dominant cars the whole time. So I was worried about that. Obviously, I haven't seen it yet. I can only see the car behind me, not the car behind him. But James did a good job of pushing me, and then I think Elliott was pushing him. I think there's three of us tied together, I believe, until we got off turn 2, and that got our speed up really high and got us clear of the pack. And then once they got 3 wide, of course, they run slower 3 wide than a single tandem, and we were able to stay out there. So he did a really good job, and I knew I needed to start down there. I would have rather had us second and fourth at that point, to start on the top, or first and fourth. But it all worked out good.
Back over here, Stan, final question.
Yeah, this one is from Matt Lucas. Matt, you've talked about you've obviously visited Victory Lane in other positions. What did it mean to you tonight to walk into Victory Lane as a crew chief and to stand in that position that a crew chief stands in?
I mean, it's hard to put into words. It's a culmination of a lot of years. A lot of people behind me, you know, going back to my parents supporting me and to get into racing. I feel kind of like I got a little monkey off my back that I've had. You know, we had I think we finished second last year when I ran 18, I think, with 6 different drivers or so. So we were close. It was nice to finally just close it.
Well, congratulations to the number 18 GameStop Toyota driver, Matt Kenseth, crew chief Matt Lucas, car owner Joe Gibbs, and Matt, good luck tomorrow night here in Daytona.
And good job to you, Kerry, as well.
Thank you, Matt. I have a high standard to live up to when you're in the media center. I have to be on my A game.